Hey guys, I'm back. So today we're gonna make, I'm gonna make some chicken enchiladas. You can make it with red sauce or white sauce. I've done them with both because I generally do not like ground beef in my enchiladas. I don't know why. And I'm doing a lot of cheating today by doing kind of casserole style. When I have a big family and I don't want to roll that many tortillas, I just do a casserole, which means just layers, kind of like a lasagna. So we can call it enchilada casserole or enchilada lasagna, however you want to call it, but that's what we're making today. So first I'm going to start with my roux because I need to get that going because the chicken's already done. We boiled about 5 pounds and we just used 2 seasonings that I just got today. This one's the blend, and it is one of those Kinders that I got it from Walmart, and it's salt, pepper, garlic. I also use this one. This is a new one that I got. It's all-purpose seasoning. It has garlic and onion and black pepper and sea salt. So this one's the other one. I know it's kind of hard to read it backwards, but these 2 seasonings in that water, oh my god, I'm not kidding, it smells amazing. You remember, you want to season your water really good, especially when you're boiling chicken, boiling beans, or even making rice. It just, something about it, it makes it holds, oh, pasta too. You want to season it with a lot of salt water. Anyways, but when you're doing chicken, you want to season it really well because you're going to use, especially for this recipe, I'm going to use the broth in my roux to make it. So in my roux and in my white sauce, I'm going to use equal parts of flour and butter, and then I'm going to use my chicken broth, and then I'll add some cream cheese, and when that's all done melted and smooth, then I'm going to add my sour cream. I'm going to take it off the burner and add my sour cream because I've heard that's how you do it. So that's how I've done it. I've never cooked the sour cream on the stove. I guess it might curdle or something. So I do it after I've already had it cooking, you know, especially the sour cream cheese because you want that to melt down pretty well. So like I said, I'm going to do equal parts of flour and butter because, you know me, I like my butter. Which y'all will learn that quite a bit from me, that I love my butter. Alright, so I'm going to get my trusty pot, my one-handled pot going. And that's I'm doing 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour today. Instead of, like the other day when I made gravy, I did 6. So today I'm doing 4 and 4. And today I'm also going to use the whisk because I have this can and it's just easier, especially when you're making any kind of gravy or sauce. You want to use a whisk with a good pan that you have. So after this is done, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how I shred up my chicken and get that going too. And then you'll see it's pretty easy to assemble everything once it's all done. Just trying to break it up a little bit. So I don't, depending on, I guess, what kind of roux I'm doing, I'll use milk or the chicken broth. This time I'm going to use the chicken broth because it gives that flavor that I want. And I don't know if you can, here's the broth right here. I don't know if you can see, it's got all that yummy goodness. I've seen people save their broth, which I should do more often because a lot of times I need it and I don't have it. So like I said, this was 4 tablespoons of butter and it's going. I should turn it down a little. It's really high for some reason. And then it's 4 tablespoons of flour that I'm going to get that going and cook it a little just to, so it kind of gets that floury taste out of it. And it doesn't look like a lot, but trust me, it does once you put the broth in there, once you put the cream cheese in there and your sour cream, it makes a good amount. If you feel like you need more, then by all means do 6 tablespoons, which I probably should have done, but I think we're good with the 4. So once that's got to the color that I like, I'm going to add some of my broth to it and then let that kind of get nice and creamy, and then I'm going to add my cream cheese. I've seen people make chicken enchiladas with soup too, which I thought was pretty interesting. Like cream of chicken soup, which I think I actually have done that before. So I'm going to add a little bit of broth in here. Get that stirred. To this I might add probably about at least 2 cups, if not 3. So far that's 1, and you can see how it's thickening up pretty good. Add another 1. And like I said, with this roux, you want to constantly be stirring it because it's going to be thickening up with every little bit you add in there. So that was about 1 cup so far. Oh, and then it has some chicken bit pieces in there, so it's going to be really delicious. And it's got that seasoning, so that's pretty creamy right there. But I'm going to add 1 more cup. All right. It smells really good, guys. And it's okay if it's a little runny. I do want it to kind of have that consistency because, like I said, I'm going to add that cream cheese in here. And I'm going to turn it to low, or as low as it'll go. That cream cheese does take a little bit of time to break down and cook. So that is 1 block of cream cheese that I'm adding. And I kind of cubed it up a little bit already. And this will take a little bit of time to cook to get all the lumps out and everything. So I'm going to stir this a little bit, and then I'm probably going to let it hang out and then come back and stir it when I'm shredding my chicken. Hands are noisy today, guys. Sorry. It's going to look a little clumpy like that, and that's okay because it needs to cook down to break it down to get it smooth. That cream cheese, like I said, it's a little lumpy, and I probably should have took it out a little sooner so it could be at room temperature when I put it in here, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to push this to the back burner because that's a little bit of a lower burner, and while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and turn back over here so y'all can see the chicken. Hopefully y'all can see it. Alright, so this is, like I said, 5 pounds of chicken. I'm going to use my mixer because I've learned that this is actually a really good way to shred it up. Believe how easy it is to shred. You remember how we used to do it with 2 forks? I don't know when I saw this, but I was like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. Work it around to try to get as much of it as you can shredded up. My bowl is one that does not move very well, so depending on how lumpy you want your chicken, you can stop here. But I like it all pretty shredded. Pretty shredded, guys. Alright, so put that around on this side. I'm going to stir the pot really quick. So to this, it's got chicken all on the little handles. It's okay. So like I said, I make mine probably different than everybody else. Everybody has their own recipe, or you might have followed a recipe to make it. This one is the way I've made it, and it comes out good. I like it. I think the kids like it. So to this, I'm going to add a little more seasoning, and this is that all-purpose seasoning by McCormick. It's garlic and onion plus black pepper and sea salt. And I got to tell you guys, it smells really good. So I'm just going to shake some on here. And I'm probably going to use about, I would say that's probably about 2 teaspoons. And then I'm going to use this other one, which again, it's pretty much the same seasonings, but it's a different brand. And when you're using seasonings, sometimes you can tell that they're just different. Even though it says the same ingredients, they're different. This one is the blend by Kinder's, and it's got salt, pepper, and garlic. So I'm going to use probably about the same thing, 2 teaspoons of this. To this, I'm going to add, don't hate me guys, but I'm going to use green enchilada sauce. It's the mild Old El Paso. I think I got this at Walmart. I used to get one from Aldi's, but they stopped making it, and that kind of, I was really sad when they did that because I really liked it. So I'm going to add one of these cans and see how it looks, because I like it to be kind of moist, but also I don't want it to overpower the chicken. So this is 1 can so far. I might have to do 2 because like I said, this is about 5 pounds of chicken. And I also add a can of green chilies, fire roasted and peeled. So I don't know if y'all can see that. Open this up, and I'm gonna add this whole can too. That might be enough, but if not, I have extras that I can add. Let's see. Smells good. I might actually only add half of these because they got quite a bit of I don't want it too spicy for the kids. And if you haven't noticed by now, I don't do spicy because I just don't like spicy. Let me get my tongs and mix this up. Yeah, I think I might need another can of the enchilada sauce. Let's go ahead and add it in while it's still stirring it up. And I might go ahead and add the whole can of that green chilies. Be careful when you're opening the cans because they are sharp. I've seen different ways people open the cans, but I think I just do it the old-fashioned way. Just open it and then, you know. Yeah, that's a lot better. So this is green chicken, basically, is what I'm making. The green chicken and then the white sauce with it. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of these. They sell these in a smaller can. I got the 7-ounce, and then that was 2 10-ounce cans of the enchilada sauce. And that last can of enchilada sauce, because I got 4 of them, you can add it to the very top of your dish if you want to. So that's what that looks like. So I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to go back and look at how my sauce is going. Sorry guys, trying to turn the camera. There you go. It's still cooking down. We switch burners since I'm done with that chicken. So as far as the tortillas, there's different ways to do it. In the past, I used to fry them a little bit so that they wouldn't be too soggy. And then I've done them where I dip them in the sauce, or I just layer the tortillas and then layer the sauce on there, which I think that's what I'm probably going to do. Because because I don't, sometimes when you dip them in the oil, it, you know, it gets really greasy and messy. So for this, I think I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, do the layer on the bottom, layer some sauce, and then put the chicken and cheese. And you guys, it's so good. Oh yeah, that's looking really great. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's, all the lumps are almost gone. And again, so far this was our roux, chicken broth, and also the cream cheese. And while you're at this stage, if you want to add more broth, because like I said, I'm going to add the cream cheese to it. I mean the sour cream to it, but I'm going to take it off the burner when I do that. Hey guys, whoever's on Kinder, I'm making chicken, green chicken, white enchiladas. However you want to say it. So I'm going to add another, maybe half a cup of this chicken broth from the chicken that I boiled. Oh yeah, that's way better. Actually, I didn't even add 3 cups yet, so that's, add a little more just to make it that 3 cups. So to this I've added 3 cups, and that was 4 tablespoons of flour, 4 tablespoons of butter to make the roux, and then 3 cups of chicken broth and 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Alright, so this is actually done, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to move some stuff over here around really quickly. Sorry guys. I'm going to bring this sauce over here so I can add my sour cream to it. Just turn you back around if I can. I know. I've been actually craving these, so I've been like, oh my god, I want some. So I'm going to start with maybe a cup of sour cream and see how that looks. So we're going to measure it in this 1 cup. I have this one from the flour, so I'm just going to wipe it off because it just had flour on it. Normally I would just add this to my mixture, but I have people that ask me to give measurements, so that's why I'm trying to measure it a little bit more. So that's so far a cup. And I'm just going to kind of slowly incorporate it because, like I said, I don't want it to curdle. So I'm just kind of scooping some out. And this is it's going to take some time, guys, so don't rush this process. You don't want to rush it, but it comes out so delicious. I think 1 cup might be good. And then if it's too thick and you still have some chicken broth, you can add it in there. Or if you want it thicker, add some more sour cream. But if you're going to add cream cheese to it more, you want to put it on the burner before you add your sour cream. That looks really good. And I'm really not even going to season this because I had so much seasoning in that chicken broth, and it does season it quite a bit for you. So this is pretty much the consistency we're looking for. So I think that 1 cup is actually pretty good for this. I'm going to use this spoon to get the rest of this out and stir it really quickly so you can kind of see how it looks, how thick, I guess. My washer's going, guys. I'm sorry. So I hope that y'all do try to make it this way. If you don't, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm just showing you how I make it. So this is how you can see it's kind of, oh, it looks really good. It's making me hungry. So that is done. So I'm going to move all this to the side. Put this sour cream back in the fridge because I don't want it to go bad. Wherever I can find a spot. So I have my chicken, my sauce, and then now I need to get my cheese. And I just use regular my taco blend cheese, and I got my tortillas. And these are just regular Guerrero. Sorry, I know I sound a little country sometimes. I don't know why. I really don't. Alright, so I'm going to use a big pan because I have family here visiting and they're staying over. So I wanted to make sure I made enough for everybody. And I am going to lightly spray the bottom of this and the sides. I went ahead and got me some canola spray. Let me grab a couple of spoons or ladles just to show you. Actually, I'm just going to get a ladle for the white sauce. And then I'm going to probably use the tongs for the chicken. So I'm going to put a little ladle of the sauce on here. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. Need a little more. If you know you like yours saucy, like really, really saucy, you're going to want to go ahead and make some more of this sauce. I like them in between, so I just put, that was probably about a full ladle, because the first ladle I didn't put all of it. Alright. You can dip them in your white sauce if you want to. I'm just going to go ahead and layer it. I want to overlap them just a little bit, not a lot. Just to make sure I get enough. So that's about 5 going one way. And it's going to be about 10 for the first layer. And then I'm going to get another ladle of white sauce. And just kind of make sure they're a little bit, make sure it gets on. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys, just as long as it gets some on there. Okay. And then we're going to add some chicken. And again, on the layers, you can put as much or as little as you want. And like I said, this was 5 pounds of chicken, so I probably can make some pretty good. I just want to at least have a good layer of it. And just kind of make sure it's all over everything, or everywhere, I should say. It smells really good, guys. I wish y'all could smell it. If you're a perfectionist, you can get a spatula and kind of smooth it out. Yeah. Which sometimes I might do. Excuse my family there. I don't know if y'all can hear them. Alright, so that's that. And then I'm going to add my cheese. Which I've told y'all we go through cheese like crazy here too. And as far as the cheese, again, this is probably about a cup. A handful is probably about a cup. I could use white cheese. That would make it, you know, stay with the white. So it looks, you know, But I actually love this cheese because it's just really cheddar, Monterey Jack, and it's got taco seasoning. It just, I don't know, I just like it. So for this layer, because I don't want to spread that white sauce, I'm going to go ahead and dip some of these and then do that. I sometimes don't like to dip them because I don't want to get my hands messy. But it's okay, guys. If you want to get messy, go for it. So I'm going to just... my kids just got home. They went to go run an errand for me. So I'm just going to continue doing this.
Lockheed now.
RJ says he works at... Oh, he got a shirt from Lockheed Martin. He probably got it from his uncle, my brother, who works at Lockheed.
I found it inside the middle one.
What's up, YouTube?
There's my nephew, Isaac. He's joining us for dinner, which I'm so happy because they don't get to... He works so much, they don't get to come over and visit very often, so I'm pretty glad they're here visiting right now. Sometimes dipping them does make it a little easier so you don't have to spread it with the ladle. So now I'm ready for my second layer of chicken. And actually, I might only be able to do 2 layers, which is okay because, I mean, you can see this pan is pretty big. And if a little bit's still left in the pan, it's okay. I mean, and you can put some, just scatter some on the top. That's okay. You can do that. Looks really good, guys. I wish y'all can smell it and taste it. One more, about another cup of cheese. Y'all are probably thinking, oh my god, that's a lot of cheese. It's not, guys. It's really not. Look away if you don't like cheese. Alright, then another layer of tortillas.
I want this is full now. Mom, I saw the girl from
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and dip these. And because this pan, it narrows at the bottom and then it widens up, you might have to add an extra couple of tortillas to it, like maybe 3. The tortillas are flying, guys, I'm sorry. And this is pretty much the last layer. So my last layer is going to be just cheese on top. But I left a little bit of chicken, so I'm going to put some on there. Get a little messy, and some of these have a lot of sauce, so I'm just kind of, you know, sharing the sauce with the other ones. That's pretty much it, guys. That's all I'm going to do to these. Then my last layer is going to be some cheese and a little bit more of the chicken. And then I will, I'm going to pop it in. I just need one more tortilla. No, right now, baby. My hands are getting messy. Sorry. Let me get the rest of this chicken, because we don't like to waste. For your side, you can do rice and beans or, you know, anything that you want. We made some rice and beans yesterday, so we're just gonna kind of, what do they say? There's a word, I just can't think right now. I was dealing with a migraine earlier, but it kind of went away after our Wine Wednesday. I don't know if y'all caught that video. So I'm just spreading that. And then I'm gonna add some more cheese. The top layer, you want a good amount of cheese, so it might be a little more than a cup on this layer. Because you want it nice and cheesy at the top, all to the edge. Excuse my family there. We usually keep the dogs in the utility room, and we have a gate that separates them, but somehow they sneak past, I think. So, alright guys, so that is pretty much it. So, that was all of it. I'm going to pop this in the oven at, you can do either 350 or 425. Those are the two oven temperatures I like to use. I do 425 when I want it done quicker. 350 if I have time, or if I'm making other things and I want it to all get done at the same time. You'll let it cook. Since everything is pretty much done, you're just warming it up until the cheese gets nice and gooey on the top. So I'll probably put it in there for 350 because I need to heat up my rice and beans. So, and that's pretty much it. So that is my chicken, green chicken, white sauce enchiladas. We'll say it like that. And again, I do the layer method because it's just easier, especially with my big family. It just comes out easier and everybody gets a little bit of the tortilla, and it's kind of like lasagna. So anyways, I will jump back on later and show y'all what it looks like done. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and pop it in the oven. Thank you guys for watching. And again, go to my YouTube, subscribe, like, share. So I'm almost to 50, guys. I'm at 40 subscribers now. So I'm trying to get to 50 so I can at least go live on YouTube. Anyways, well, thanks, guys, and have a happy Wednesday. Bye.